Hi, everybody. This is Silvio Canto in Dallas, Texas on Friday, January 26th, and welcome to our video commentary. Well, I'm sure you've noticed over the last few weeks, over the last few months, how far to the left the Democrat Party is moving. Look at the presidential candidates, the people who've announced that they're running, and look, even some of the ones who have not announced that they're running, like Senator Sanders and so on. I mean, this is a party that is clearly moving to the left. And in doing so, I think they're risking positioning themselves so far to the left that they may have a problem making the transition from the primary to the general election. Historically, in American elections, certainly the modern elections, what you do is you move to the right or you move to the left in the primaries, but then you come back to the center in the general election. But the Democrats are going so far to the left that I'm not sure they're going to be able to make that transition to the center. And that's, I think, is going to be the biggest problem they're going to have in 2020. There's a very interesting article in Real Clear Politics by the fellow named Peter Hoff, H-O-F-F. He writes apparently for Newsweek. You could probably get the article online. And he makes the point that in 2020, the party is going to be running against Trump, but running also against itself, because of all of these promises that they are making in the primaries. I mean, just listen to these candidates. They want to increase taxes 70%, 90%. Where's that going to play? I mean, that may play very well in a Democrat primary. I don't know how that's going to play when you get to the center of the country or when you get to a general election, and especially when you're going to be running against Donald Trump and what appears to be a strong American economy. So it seems to me the Democrats here are desperately putting themselves at a disadvantage as they look forward to 2020, and I don't see any real salvation in the horizon. Now, I suppose Michael Bloomberg could step in. He probably is not so far to the left, and maybe he could run a campaign, more a centrist campaign, of course, Bloomberg being a businessman and so on. Maybe he could save the party, but I think all of the other ones that we're seeing so far, Senator Warren, Senator Harris, they're moving so far to the left, and they go so far to the left in their speeches that I think they're going to be at a very serious disadvantage when they get into a general election campaign, you know, sometime in the summer of 2020. So I think that's the big story of 2020. The Democrat Party is moving so far to the left that it may very well position itself outside of the electorate or the mainstream, and basically lose the election for that reason. Not necessarily because President Trump is super popular, but because the Democrats are so far to the left, they're just not going to be able to explain or connect with the more moderate, the more centrist electorate that will vote in a presidential election. Thank you for watching. We have all of these on YouTube, on Twitter, on my blog. And if today is your birthday, happy birthday. Bye-bye, everybody.